Good evening, everyone. Hope you're feeling energetic still. So in order to prepare this conversation, I thought initially I would take some divine inspiration from the Holy Bible and the Bhagavad Gita. But then I thought, why would I let you suffer the torture? You know? Why overkill you with a sermon at the podium? Then I thought I would take my inspiration simply from life. In order to live life, you have to love life. And in order to love life, you have to search deep within yourself and connect with your inner soul first and know who you are before you can actually confidently connect with other people around you so that they can actually look through your lenses and make the change that the world needs. I'm not at all a fan of the victim mentality. By coming out here and sharing my story of tragedy and how the world has been unkind to me and how I have been treated because of my gender identity and expression. I'm an issues-based person and an individual who believes in empowerment and celebrating one's identity. I don't know, but there are times when I feel I'm a powerhouse within my own self and that I have the ability to inspire anyone around me to embrace this life and its wonders, particularly our human diversity. You can see I'm nervous, huh? Okay. A bit. So, yes, I knew quite early actually that my body was not aligned to my feminine soul. I knew I was two-spirited. I did go through the complexity of puberty, and mind you, it was very scary. And then my teenage years, figuring out why I was equipped with a Wi-Fi antenna and not a USB port, if you get the meaning. I was 11 years old. I read an article about Caroline Tulakossi, who featured in the movie For Your Eyes Only as a Bond Girl. And that is when I came across the word transsexual for the first time. As I grew older, I learned very quickly that we are masters of our own fate and our destinies lie in our own hands. If we believe and have the courage to change the things that we can, if you know the Serenity Prayer, then the whole universe actually bends to support you to get where you want to go. And this is how I would describe my transition. I believed in the power of me, and even though it was a bumpy ride, I got there, and I'm still going, quite strong. I also learned very quickly that education and hard work was the key to making my dreams of becoming a successful and complete woman a reality. Getting a Public Service Commission scholarship to pursue my degree at USP was a step in the right direction for the great things that were yet to come my way. Later on, I received a DFET scholarship to complete my Australian qualification in community services work, which is a highlight of my both professional and personal life. From my point of view, the reason probably why I'm seen as one of the success stories is that I took small and measured steps to reach my goal in life. While I was emotionally ready for a long time to make my transition, I knew it was essential that I had to be financially independent and have a supportive environment around me before I began my hormonal therapy to take the first step into becoming Shivana. After that, there was no looking back. I'll share two important stories in my life which has significant meaning to my existence. I was at the Suva post office one day, and this elderly gentleman, very respectful, approached me. He spoke very politely to me, saying, "Child, I mean no offense, but I have a request to make. My daughter is unwell, and the priest has suggested we need to find a person just like you to bless our child so that she can heal. Not that I believe that I have divine powers. I couldn't say no to the request, and I did with the very purest of intentions bless the child. The auspicious day was Wednesday. In return, I received a beautiful sari, costume jewelry, $10, and sweets. This gift was synonymous to the offering that is made to divine Hindu goddesses. The level of reverence for me as a person was a huge validation and a great revelation and a spiritual reconnection for me. It was a validation that while there were some people who were using culture and religion to propagate violence against two-spirited people, many cultures and religions of the world, such as Hinduism, Christianity, and Islam, have always embraced the fact that there are two-spirited people, and they have a significant role to play in the contribution of the well-being of humanity as a whole. Let's talk about now the biggest philosophical question. What is the purpose of our existence? My second story is going to define my life and why teaching for me is a fulfilling and rewarding profession. It is my calling. Beginning of the year, I was approached by an Year 5 student who came up to me and said she was present at the Nothing Less Than Equal film festival where I spoke, and how the movie Kumuhina, A Place in the Middle, was so inspirational for her. As one of the panelists, I shared my views on the film as a post-colonial discourse that reclaimed important aspects of Hawaiian culture prior to colonialism and Christianity, respecting, recognizing, and celebrating the third gender identity in Hawaii, the Mahu, and how Teacher Hina, who identifies as Mahu, uses this aspect of the Hawaiian culture, the spirit of aloha, to promote a tolerant and inclusive school environment, regardless of sexuality and gender identity and expression. So I was quite I was quite humbled by this child's connection to me and the movie, and her spirit of aloha, which are values of love, honor, and respect for all. It made me realize why I had returned to teaching and being part of a school system that believes in creating global citizens and lifelong learners. A school system that bases learning outcomes on the principles of being courageous, risk takers, critical thinkers, communicators, inquirers, caring individuals, and being innovative learners. A place where I belong and feel valued. So to conclude, from my experience, I truly believe that the greatest courage is embracing your uniqueness and transforming the world around you. The reason why I have come so far is that I have never let society dictate to me and limit me in believing in myself. In order to become part of the social change effort, you have to find the confidence, strength, determination, and fortitude to do what you need to do, whether simply to be yourself and live your truths, or to create an opportunity of empowerment and acceptance for someone who is without. Thank you so much.